So trying to establish connection with our player base once again. This is Drakensang Online, Friday live from Berlin.
Drakensang Online.
And it's very hot today. Yes, I see myself. And I'm gonna wait till some of the guys start typing something. Greg's missing twin brother. Yeah, I have to say that Jason is a little bit older than Greg. Just a little tiny bit. Now it's Bebon. Okay, so minutes. That's
Minutes
it.
older.
Anyway, so yeah, how are you doing, Jason?
I'm all right, thank you. On this beautiful Berlin day. It's very, very sunny.
It's very sunny, but we don't see anything here because QA at the moment is testing very much.
Yes.
Well, we will come to this in a moment. So yeah, first of all, hello, Jason. So this is...
Hello, Haruki.
When was the last time you were here? I think you were talking about something with parallel worlds, maybe back in the days or something.
Back in the days. It's
Man,
been a while.
A lot of months, but yeah. So I invited Jason to come here to, well, give you some guys... Well, to give a sneak preview of something that is going to happen soon with the game, which it's something very, very cool. And then I wanted to, let him talk about it. But first, I also want to make a little announcement. There is not going to be so much about Tabo today because you know the drill. You just know that you have to go into the game, then get inside the King's Hill, Heredur, Grimag. You will find Tabo, and if you play with him, then you can get some kind, cool parrot on top. But yeah, first thing I wanted to do, because I know a lot of people here are very eager to know something about this, because this has been a very interesting week, hasn't it been? Well, you have been designing, and you have been,
I've been in a cave.
Exactly,
I was growing some mushrooms.
That's
I
it.
have no idea what's going on.
Exactly.
Tell me.
He lives in his little, library of game design. So basically, there was an exploit.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. It has been a huge topic inside the team. So yeah. Who knew, right? So yeah, guys, there has been a huge exploit, or there was a huge exploit episode with the anniversary event. Something that, it's not really cool. It's not really cool, facepalm and everything. So yeah, the team fixed the exploit. But of course, now the question was remaining, what do we do with the unduly, abusers of this exploit? So if you have been following the forums, official announcements, we try to keep you guys as updated as possible. We have been talking that we made already step 1, which was banning permanently a number of accounts, like the really hardcore abusers of this exploit, and we applied some other temporary bans. This doesn't mean that we are stopping here. This means that the team is still, studying the situation, and we expect more actions to follow. So yeah, we haven't stopped here. This is not the only thing that is going to happen. At the moment, I cannot really tell you more because it's still under discussion and etc. But we will keep you updated. So expect some news by the beginning of the week.
Okay.
I have to say, So now you know that this thing is going to happen.
Now I know.
So guys, stay tuned about that. I'm not going to talk so much about that in a moment. And then I have these 2 things here. So here, the nebula next to Jason. And this is a funny image that today one of the mods sent to me, that there was this cartoon NPC that is kind of planking on the ground,
Oh.
So we have some ongoing bugs at the moment. One of them is the crash with Herald in Parallel Worlds, which I am very glad to say that it has a fix already. And QA here, it's already testing it. So they're on it. And then, the thing with this planking situation is still a little bit mysterious. So there are already some theories within the team why this planking episode and all of those merging to the ground is happening, but we still would need a little bit more time. Nevertheless, this bug here, man, it's so confusing here. Is here. This bug here, it doesn't impact your gameplay more than the just...
Is it siesta?
Yeah, it's a little bit siesta.
Okay.
That's it. But it's like to be complicated because sometimes you try to, finish a quest.
What are you pointing at?
Yes, that's
that little picture.
Exactly. That lovely merchant in Caradon, which is
I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah, well, now you know.
Right.
So that was the issue. But don't worry, guys. So we expect to have a hot fix. If everything goes fine, if QA gives the approval, we will expect to have a hot fix on Monday or on Tuesday. So stay tuned to the forums. And the crashes will be over, which is a very nice thing. But I don't want to steal more of your precious time, Jason. I brought you here, for a reason, and it's so you give us a pic of a very cool thing that is coming to Drakensang Online. And this is, wait for the chain of slide, boom!
Oh, there
PvE
it is. Wait,
leaderboards.
no, it's this way.
It's that way. It's that way.
So confused.
Yeah, I know, it's a little bit confused the first time you
All right,
look at it.
all right.
But yeah, okay, so leaderboards. This is exclusive information, guys. We haven't talked about this anywhere on social media, not on the forums, so this is the first time we make this public. So yeah, you are the first guys to know about it. And well, I have a set of questions that I'm going to be asking to Jason.
All right.
So you tell us exactly, what is this all about? And I brought some mock-ups.
Okay. Oh, they're mock-ups.
Yes,
Now, these are all temporary designer art. Nothing is final yet.
Oh, okay. So
All right. So
the mock-ups.
anything you see could change completely.
Yeah, the
I
mock-up.
just want to let everyone know that.
Okay, apparently the mock-ups are not there.
Then
They will come.
no damage done.
Anyway, so Jason, what is about the leaderboards? So what are the leaderboards? I guess we can get already an idea about this. How do they work?
The leaderboards are a PvE feature that allows players to be rated on how they're doing in the parallel worlds. When you enter the parallel worlds, you'll be technically taking part in the leaderboards. You will compete for either time, like best time, to see how quickly you can get through the parallel world map that you happen to be in, through all three sections of it. You can compete for points, meaning the best score, all of the creatures you kill, and other features of that particular parallel world map. Or you can just accumulate boss kills, which are a pretty cool metric, which for the dedicated who can just kill the bosses over and over again by teleporting directly to them. All of these will be factored together, or some part of them will go into a formula that determines a rating. And the rating will be your ranking from the top to the slowest and least competitive players. So basically, you'll have this leaderboard system. You can look and you can determine how well you're doing in a particular map based on difficulty. You can compare yourself to other members of your classes, and then you can filter and look at characters from other classes to see how well they're doing. You can compete for either the best time, the best score, highest number of boss kills, or the combination to get you the highest rating.
Okay, so they're like different
Lots of
measures
different ways
that
you
you're
can
taking.
measure
Okay.
yourself. So there's one overall ranking, but everything else will be sort of variable. Like you can sort of compete for these three different things, and each level or each difficulty level of each parallel world has its own rating. So so basically, so each parallel world map has basically three different boards that you can compete in.
Okay.
They'll all be accessible through one major board.
Okay.
But you'll have all of these different ways you can compete with
So-
one another.
So yeah, one of the things that he said in the beginning that maybe you didn't catch is this only applies to parallel worlds then.
Only
It won't
to
apply to the
parallel
normal
worlds.
dungeons in Drakenia.
For now.
For now. Okay, so there we go, the first, teaser for, teaser within the teaser.
Yeah. These will not remain parallel world only.
Okay.
And we'll go into that later on.
Okay, cool. So we start with that. We start with
That's where we're
leaderboards for parallel worlds. And my question would be, is this something that is only for, let's say, a player, or are you contemplating also groups, guilds even?
Yes, you can compete in groups, and the best player in each guild or the best score in each guild will be rated.
Okay.
So you'll be able to look and see which guild has the player that has the best score, which player gets the best time, and which player gets the most boss kills, and those will all be rated as well. This will all happen, by the way, just so we don't end up with a static situation where characters are kind of stuck in this leaderboard that never really refreshes, and the highest and best characters get to the top and never leave. We'll have what we call seasons, where every month the clock will reset on these leaderboards. There will be rewards given to all the players who participated, and especially to those who got the best scores. And then we'll be doing a reset of the clock again. So these will go in either a 28 to 31 day cycle, where they begin on the first day of the month and end on the last day of the month. So if you don't get into the leaderboards in one month, you'll be able to get in the next month if you try hard and succeed.
Okay, so then this will be, I guess, via the notification window inside the game?
In a later iteration, we'll do a notification so that you can actually see when the new season starts. And whenever you go to the PvE leaderboards, you'll be able to see the season countdown timer.
Okay.
Yep.
And
you should also get a notification telling you when the leaderboards are, when the season's about ready to end.
Okay.
But that will come later on, after the initial release.
And every season is going to be like 30 days or 1 month or something like that?
Yeah, it would be 1 month, which is why I said 28 to 31 days.
Okay. And then my question would be, so how is it going to be entering in these leaderboards? Okay, is the system inside the game? Is it any, different for, first... let's say rookies that access the parallel worlds for the first time and super veterans that have been, accessing the parallel worlds.
They'll all be competing.
It's at the same level. Okay.
Yeah, and you don't need to do anything to compete in the parallel worlds. Just like if you're doing PvP, you don't have to do anything to actually get into the PvP maps, and show yourself, or the PvP boards.
Okay.
So you'll just be automatically entered, and your score will be counted alongside others. If you're not interested in the leaderboards, you don't have to ever look at them. But if you are interested, you'll find a wealth of cool ability to compare yourself against other players and sort of rise to the challenge that they offer.
Okay. So, and I guess that a lot of people are thinking, okay, yes, I see the luring aspect of competing with other people and everything, and then of course your name would be there, I guess, no? Like it would be there for everyone to see that you were, I don't know, like the guy who killed, let's say, Herald the fastest, or the person that had the most boss kills during a certain period of time.
Yes.
But my question is, are you contemplating to actually give, the extra line of incentives to the players, like, rewards or anything like a little bit more special?
Rewards in later phases.
Okay.
We wanted to, this is a big feature and it's a complex feature, and so we wanted to release the boards themselves first to just determine that we can absolutely get the scoring right and fine tune them. So the basic functionality of the boards and the season aspect, that's going to be the first release. The later releases that should follow with every release schedule will include things like rewards. They will include other things, like we're talking about leagues, where you'll be able to be rated in bronze, silver, gold, possibly diamond or Ondermont as levels, so that you're not necessarily competing against everybody in one big level tree, but you might be competing in smaller leagues that let you be a little more competitive with people who play at about the same level you do.
Okay, and one of the things that I also wanted to say, because of course this idea, I guess that it comes from the fact that, so we have already the PvP leagues, all the PvP ranking and everything, and the titles and everything, but it's true that when we launched that community survey back, in the past, we discovered that actually, because a lot of you guys participated, and then we were asking you whether you are a PvP player or you consider more yourself as a, let's say, casual PvP and more into PvE. And the majority of you guys actually said that you consider yourselves more PvE. Yeah. So this is, let's say, a clear answer to provide you guys, with this kind of extra step into, my ranks and how cool I am or how good I am. I can already, rank somewhere.
Yes, and this is very clearly aimed at our PvE players who also want a little bit of competition. I mean, it's kind of using PvE to do a sort of PvP, but more like to earn bragging rights and to be able to compare yourselves against your other players. We're also going to explore some other rewards. These will probably be mostly consumables or effects or auras that hang over you. You may get achievements, and you may even get some cool titles. Those are still being determined, because we want to make them useful for everybody. And some of the limitations of just handing out equipment for that don't always work out that well for motivating factors for players.
No, of course. But you know what I mean, because of course it's very nice. Like if you are, for example, let's say that you are the total winner in a category, Olympic Games, you receive a medal, you receive a sign of recognition. Yeah. So that's why I was asking. One of the guys in the chat is saying El PD's P79. It's a way to fish bots. Well, I can tell you that the main, idea behind this system is not to fish bots. We fish bots in another way.
Yeah, it hasn't come up that's the first time I've actually heard the mention of using that to go for bots.
But no, we can tell you that it's not the main, idea behind this design. Okay, and yeah, one thing that I wanted to ask is like, are they going to be, because a lot of people ask about achievements and things like that, are you planning to introduce some kind of like a title? Because one of the things that I think it's a little bit problematic sometimes with PvE is this kind of titles that stay with you even if you don't play anymore.
Right.
And as far as I know, when I looked into the design, it's more like if you guys, let's say that you are the guy that kills Baylor, the best, for example, in the month of October,
yes.
If you don't play in November, someone is going to steal maybe that place from you,
right.
If they, surpass your score.
True.
So actually, it doesn't mean that because you already made it once, you're always going to be there. So they get always resetted, right?
Every month we will do a reset on the PvE leaderboards, but
there's always a but.
Going to be a Hall of Fame.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so and the Hall of Fame, I guess, is a little bit more...
Those are the all-time greats.
Okay, the all-time, okay.
Yes, and those are the ones that really hold up over time.
And they are also going to be... and one of the questions is, we are also bringing groups... No, I'm doing my own questions because these questions come up, in my mind. How are you going to do with the groups? Like, is it going to be the name of the group, and then you're going to put the 5 person or the 2 people inside?
We will put the group leader's name. It'll be like, for example, Haruki's group.
Yes.
And it will, if you mouse over that name, you should see the members of the group who completed the map.
Magic moves.
Which means that, for example, if players... like quit or they aren't there, then they won't get recognition.
Okay.
And so, basically, it'll be the people who complete the map.
Okay.
But there may be some adjustments to that when we try to make sure that we're going to avoid any possible exploits.
Good. Ooh, so, I shiver every time I hear the word exploits.
I would never say it again.
Okay, now come to the topic of interest here. Is this leaderboard gonna cost us anything? Does it have any price or anything? Because I guess that is a very, it's for free.
It's just entering.
It's just a feature.
Worlds. It exists.
Okay.
You can be interested in it. You can devote all of your playtime to it, or you can ignore it completely.
Okay, exactly.
It doesn't cost a thing to enter. So there you go.
Exactly.
No membership fee, nothing, no sign up.
Just is there for you to compete and everything.
Just like the PvP leaderboards, it doesn't cost anything.
Okay. So cool. That's nice. And okay, I wanted to ask you why. Well, I think we already went a little bit through this, but maybe you can go a little bit more in detail. You can try. It's Friday. It's quite late already. So. But yeah, can you tell us why this idea, of implementing leaderboards at this point of the game and for parallel worlds?
Well, we wanted to spice up the parallel worlds a bit, and we are in the process of introducing additional parallel world content, going back and completing some maps, polishing and balancing the parallel worlds, and adding new parallel world maps with new boss encounters.
Okay, so another teaser. Within the teaser, I guess, because you have seen, guys.
There's no teaser there. I just
but one of the things that you have seen from release 171, from 172 is also that we are looking especially at parallel worlds, and we're implementing some little changes there. And the leaderboard is something that is connected to it, but as Jason said, is not only limited to it, it will also extend to other places. But I would like to tell you guys, the team is looking into more ways of adding extra content to parallel worlds, so that's really great because parallel worlds needed a little bit of, lift up, I would say, extra content and...
Right, now that's not normally like my department.
True.
All systems and the content team handles that, but yes, we work very closely with them, and we've all been, ever since we did the refresh of the Parallel Worlds last fall, we've been really eager to get back there and give it flesh it out more.
Okay.
You give it more love.
And just so we know is that the leaderboards that you say is not gonna come in one. Let's say actually it's currently scheduled by. Still 1 month or two, not to go.
I don't.
So this is still ongoing. This is already. Let's don't put dates, but this is still work in progress and everything, so you guys know. But it will come maybe in different milestones or different releases, right?
The goal is
this is a big thing.
probably a few releases, before too long, you'll see the first installation of the parallel worlds, what we're calling Milestone 1. And that, as I said, will be the basic functionality. And then following that, we'll add additional features on. One of the good reasons for breaking up a feature is that it lets you really focus on polishing them and testing them and making sure that they work right from the get-go, rather than pushing everything out the door all at once and hoping it doesn't smash into each other, because every game design has all sorts of edge cases and possible things that can go wrong, and so the tighter your feature is, the better a chance you get it out there without it breaking immediately.
Okay. So yeah, guys. I mean, that was the things that we wanted to tell you about leaderboards.
Okay.
Yes, I am done with those questions, but don't worry, I have
Okay.
more questions for you. Yeah,
All right.
I know that you are very eager to answer
I'm
them
ready.
all. I know, but yeah, just to wrap it up. So yeah, the leaderboards. I will make sure you guys receive a lot of information and teasing, and the final details of the feature when it's finally hitting, the live servers. So yeah, these things are coming. We still don't have a final date, but expect them in the, let's say, near future. In the near future, which is great.
Expect them, but in the near future.
In the near future, yes. And now I'm gonna jump to a more, general. Now we are centered here, like we are questions and answers. So basically, when I announced that I was giving you, the spotlight here, a lot of people were already sending me some other questions on Facebook, which are very interesting, and I guess that some of the guys that are typing, don't worry guys, later I'm gonna read a little bit of this, are asking. One of them was asking, when will we be able to switch hero classes? I guess what this person is asking is like, are you gonna give us the feature of like change character, but apply to the classes? Like, let's say I have 40 level ranger, and for whatever the reason I want to switch to Steam Mechanicus. Are you gonna ever allow us to do that?
We have no current plans to do that.
So
I recognize that that's a popular feature, but every time we look at what our roadmap is going to be, we have to make choices based on what what we think would be the most beneficial to the game. And our feeling is that is a sort of a minor thing. I'm sure that certain players feel very passionate about it, but I don't think that we're seeing the information that it's something that our players are really demanding. But we are looking at some things that might help scratch that itch, so to speak.
So yeah, so at the moment, not really. And I would agree with you that, even if some members of the community requested, I think there are more important and, priority measures.
Right. We have to put out the biggest fires first.
Exactly. And then we can take care of these specific things. For example, a big topic here, it's about Crafting 2.0.
Yes.
So Crafting 2.0 arrived to the live servers. People are enjoying it. I'm pretty sure you guys are enjoying it a little bit more than the previous crafting. Still, there is this question of the random element and the way the crafting is really working. And some people, I see it on the forums and social media, they're a little bit, not worried, but they would like to know if we are thinking in, revamping the system, in examining it, because of course it was a huge milestone for the game. So are we stopping there, or are we, examining it in the future?
We're examining it now.
Okay.
We're looking at the data. We're following it. We're seeing what we call user engagement is. We're looking to see how many players are using crafting every day. We're looking to see how many times they're using it. We're looking to see how much both they're spending on it, both in gold and in Undermont. We're looking at the items that are coming out of it. We're looking at we're looking at the different levels of items that are coming out of it to determine whether or not we need to make significant changes. We have an early design addressing some of the balancing issues and some questions about it, possibly some price adjustments.
That's
and then
interesting.
We've got a related feature that is in early design that's a more significant change to the feature, but that really depends on resources.
Okay, so there you got it.
Resources.
There you got it. Yeah, resources. Well, it's always about prioritizing and taking decisions. Also, I see some of the questions inside the chat about the Why did you add Q7? It's so buggy. And why didn't you add special uniques for Q5? So I can give you an answer about that. Q7, yes, it has two big issues at the moment. This Nebula crash and another thingy with the Herald's chest. Don't worry, this will get fixed next week. Yes. And about for Q5, the uniques, yes, this is in the pipeline. I already talked last week to the game designer in charge of these things. And he promised me that this is coming, but I cannot tell you exactly when. But it's coming, so don't worry, expect more uniques.
It's in the works.
It's in the works, so that's good. And yeah, I also saw a lot about new UI resizing possibilities. This is something that we announced back in the days. Me, naive community manager, I'm always announcing things, and it just went out, and I would like to know, I know that you guys are also trying to keep this. Do you know if this is ever gonna make it?
It's a feature I've been pushing for, actually. We've got it designed, we've got a technical evaluation of it, and it is just a matter of resources.
Okay.
That's, we have a certain number of developers who can work on projects with every release, and we have to basically play Tetris with them. We move them around and see how much we can get out of the schedule and get them to do each release. So it's always a challenge, and sometimes in cases like that, it's a very specific developer who has that knowledge, and he or she is booked on some other task that's got a higher priority.
Like leaderboards, for example.
In this case, something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So other things as well.
Right, and there's only, we are a hard-working team, but there's only so much we can do with each release, and also only so much we can test. So, we try to keep busy, and that feature is one that I would like to see.
Me too.
But it's just waiting for, it's like standing in the corner of the dance hall just waiting for somebody to pick it.
Okay, so yeah, guys, if you want to see this, please, type it like crazy on the forum, so we can go, to production and say, please, let's implement this.
Yes. Let her know, she will tell the people that players want that.
Oh yes, don't worry. I'm sending messages every single day.
Okay.
And yeah, okay. Actually, yeah. This. I'm sorry, guys. Some of you were complaining that this Twitch session is a little bit smaller or like shorter.
Questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions here.
I wish I could
that more back, Haruki, please. A very, very old map. Yeah, as I told you, what we would like to do is like maybe bring it in an event or something like that, as we did before. But I don't think that map is ever coming back, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean maybe in some other form, but it was very repetitive.
Yeah, it was repetitive,
exactly
but
the same as
I think the nostalgia also adds to it,
Sure.
So yeah, always with every single change that you do in the game, there are people who. Yeah, exactly. Maybe in the future, as I said, in an event, it would be nice. Okay, and maybe another thing that I see sometimes, some confusion going on with the full moon event, is that you go into the full moon event, you start doing the quests, you start helping Rubina, and eventually Jan Sandler appears out of nowhere, and then he gives you a quest, and this quest cannot be completed until full moon event is finished, and then you access the same map during the day. This is intended, so there is a quest in the full moon event which in the beginning is going to take you, I think it's like 2-3 events to complete, but don't worry, it's really cool, the quest. So so just be patient, wait a little bit.
I'll have to go play it.
Yeah, you have to go play it. It's really cool, and that's pretty much it. Because yeah, it's already 6. I would like to say that I did my homework and I actually have Raffle winners here. So you and me are gonna give it at the same time. So all of these amazing things.
Is there a jar that we pull names out of?
No. We used to do that in the past, but it took really a long time.
I can imagine.
And it was with Daniel, which is sitting there.
There he is.
Okay, so here we have the winners. Yeah, congratulations, guys. So after this Twitch is over, I'm totally gonna, book you those things to your lovely accounts. So yeah, congratulations. Remember, you can always participate in the raffle. We get roughly 10K of emails every single time. So, well, this is lottery. Yeah, how we do.
Wow.
We do. We don't have so many viewers, but we get 10K emails. So yeah, guys, thanks for your loyalty with this raffle. It's awesome, and because you're loyal viewers and you keep on watching us, I have a little
I want to write this down.
Yeah.
Let me get a pen.
Oh, I don't have it here. I have it here.
What?
No. So there is a bonus code. Yeah, I know what this happened. Damn, this program. So basically, there is a bonus code that starts right now, and it's actually on Facebook, and it's called Silver. Let me check. Very quickly. I have it here. Dun, dun, dun. There you go. So I'm gonna type it in the chat so everyone can see it. Silver Sam. Let me check. Silver Sam. So you click on that. Whoop.
Cool.
Opa, that's it. What's going on? Ah, there we are. Okay. There was a little bit of a moment. So yeah, Silver Sam is a lovely bonus code. It will give you some silver essences for you. And yeah, because the full moon started today and it will be on, well, for the next 2 days. So you have the whole weekend to complete it. And yeah, so thank you very much, Jason, for being with us today.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. So yeah, I will let you go so you can finish your lovely leaderboards design.
The leaderboard design is
The leaderboard design.
mostly finished.
It's mostly finished. Good.
It's already being started. It's already worked on.
Okay, so yeah.
Concept art. If
so
we
then,
could have shown some of the images, they're really
don't worry.
beautiful.
Yeah, they look really nice and
They're
they're pretty.
perfect.
They're perfect. They are just mock-ups.
Maybe we should get QA to do your presentations.
Maybe
before,
they have to QA my presentations.
Yes,
Yeah,
if you-
that would be a very good idea, actually.
All right.
Okie dokie then. So I wish you all an amazing weekend, and yeah, I'll see you next time. I promise that the next Twitch session is gonna be a little bit longer. So yeah, and some people said that they would like to see Magic Moose back. So maybe I can get Magic Boost. Yes, he's looking at me with the eyes. We'll see. But
wait, is something going
he's
to
coming,
happen?
of course he's coming. He couldn't be away. Hello, that's it. So this is Magic Moose. He has been testing. So how is the testing going?
Good, pretty good. It's looking solid.
Okay. So yeah.
Everything's
So
fine.
then expect the information on the official announcements on the forums, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. So ciao ciao. Have a lovely weekend.
Bye.
Ciao ciao.